Annyeonghaseyo, I'm Marshallier, one half of Soju for Two, and this is going to be my final review of Missing You slash I Miss You. Now this was a drama that just ended, it was 21 episodes, and the main stars of this, I think, were really what made this entire drama an amazing story. So right away, the main cast of characters we have a younger cast and an older cast. And the younger cast is a cast that we've actually been seeing quite frequently, like the two leads in a lot of dramas, and I really think they're going to be amazing drama actors. The two younger stars, the main stars for that, Young Jung-woo is played by Yo Jin-gu, and then Young Soo-yeon is played by Kim So-hoon. And the young actor for the boy actor, he was just in Moon Embraces the Sun. He was amazing. He played the Kings as the young version. And then the main female lead, the young version, she was also in Moon Embraces the Sun, as sort of an evil character. And I mean, these stars are really great actors, and I think they're going to really shine in the next few years. So the main regular cast is obviously an all-star cast, and the main reason I think a lot of us came to this drama, and I think we were all pleasantly surprised by how well they all acted. So we have Park Yi-chun plays Han Jung-woo, and then we have Yoon Eun-hae plays Lee Soo-yeon slash Zoe, and then we have Yoo Sung-ho plays Kang Hoon-jun, or Harry Borsum. And we actually don't know the last name of Zoe, I think, throughout the entire show. But there's a lot of other extended casts of really sort of intricate, their parents, sort of other people who are connected in their lives. It's a really extended cast, and it's a well done drama. Now this I would really consider, I know we say Korean dramas and we say that kind of loosely, but this is truly a drama. And maybe like a melodrama, I guess, if you were going to cast it that way. But these actors, the main three leads, we've seen them in a lot of dramas. We've seen Park Yi-chun, Miss Ripley, we saw him in Sung Kyung Kwan's Scandal. Obviously, Yoon Eun-hae, we've seen in so many dramas, but obviously for me, Gong would be the major one. And then we have Yoo Sung-ho was just in, he was just recently in The Magistrate. What is that called? I can't remember, but The Magistrate show, you all know which one I'm talking about. And he was in the one with the baseball. I don't know, I can't remember either of his shows right now. But, right away, these cast of characters, I kind of knew going into it, they were all good actors, but I think this was one of my favorite dramas I've seen all of them in. So with the chemistry was amazing. And this is a drama that I think the storyline is so intricate, and I knew kind of right going into it in the first couple of episodes with what happened, that the intensity of this made the chemistry, kind of out of this world. And I thought that the chemistry between the children was also really amazing, and then that really pushed forward in what you had going with the adults. And even though this was a drama that didn't have a lot of kisses, it didn't have a lot of that kind of romance, it seemed so romantic and so intense, even though it wasn't really a physical drama at all. As far as love triangle, okay, this is an epic love triangle. So this is a love triangle that is complicated in so many ways. I guess without spoiling, the major sort of events that happen in the early part of the story, what you kind of could sum this up into, there's two different parts. There's the part where the main female lead, Lee Soo-yeon, is staying home, and she kind of grows up in this sort of alienated environment, and then she meets a new friend. And then a horrible event happens, and then she kind of is separated, lives up to her current life with, Harry Borsum character, and as sort of her family. And so she has two separate lives up until, in her 28 years or something. And these two different lives kind of collide. And unfortunately, it's mixed up in murder and, lots of other complicated issues. But I think that what makes this love triangle so strong is that she has two complicated relationships with both of the male leads. As far as misunderstanding, mistaken identity. Okay, well, mistaken identity, I think, would probably be the main, part of this story, because I honestly, that's what drives the kind of all of the events. The main male lead, Park Yi-chun's character, his father sort of perpetrates a lie that the main female lead is dead, and her death allows her to leave and kind of start a new life. but you know, even though she's not really dead, and the main male lead, Park Chan-wook's character, continues to look for her this entire time. So you know, this sort of mistaken identity, double lives story is obviously a huge fuel for the story, and doesn't really get, you know, completely fished out until pretty close to the end. So it's a major part of this drama. As far as misunderstandings, yeah, I think there's some misunderstandings, but not in the same way that the mistaken identity plays a role in this drama. Bad guy turned good. Okay, so there are bad guys in this, and they don't really turn good. You know, I think that the only person you could argue who made like a bad decision, but definitely wasn't a bad guy, was the male lead. And there, he makes a bad decision in the beginning of the story, and he spends sort of the rest of the story in his attempt to make up for that. But the other characters who are bad, there's, you know, the main, we have Yoo Sun-ho's character, and then you have the father of Park Hee-chun's character. You know, they're really evil characters who have moments where they seem better, but most of the time are just evil. Okay, as far as piggyback rides, there are not any piggyback rides in this drama. Kisses, there are some kisses, and there's the sweet innocent kiss in the beginning, and then some sweet, you know, a little more intense kisses later on, but there are not a ton of kisses in this drama. Like I said earlier, it's not a very physical drama. As far as fashion, it's really interesting. The fashion in this, I don't know if it's really necessarily my style, but you know, the main female lead's character, she kind of plays in her older life a fashion designer. And a lot of the styles, Ariel has been telling me, is really current right now in Korea. And it's sort of you get to see a lot of coats in this drama from the female lead. And they're kind of what I would call like a male style coat. They don't really define at the waist, which I'm kind of used to wearing in coats. So it was really interesting to see this kind of fashion, but it's not necessarily my style, but it was really cool to look at. Okay, so as far as music, the theme song for this was obviously amazing. I haven't really looked up anything about the theme song, but I'm sure it's Park Hee-chun singing, just because we know he's a singer. But the theme song was really intense. It wasn't as intense as some of the other ones. Oh, I remember the drama's name earlier, Arang and the Magistrate. You know, I think it might be pregnancy brain that made me forget these. But anyway, so, you know, that was like a really intense song, and that's why it came back to me. But, yeah, it wasn't quite as intense as that, but it was really good. Okay, so as far as giving this a final review rating, I think that for me, I'm going to give this a 9.5. I thought this was an epically well done drama, and if anyone wants to watch something that's a tough, you know, maybe has difficult moments, but really rewarding love story, this is a drama to watch. So I think the only reason why I give this a 9.5 instead of a 10 is just the ending. I think I wanted a little bit more sort of to happen in the end. Not that it was a bad ending, but, you know, it was a little kind of tame, I think, for how much drama happened in the beginning of the story. So let me know what you guys think of this drama, and, you know, I'm really happy I got to watch it, and I think that everyone did a great job with it. Alright, thank you guys. Bye.